Good evening. My name is Dylan Harris. I'll be discussing my special education field experience in our developing leaders class. So the principal interview questions and responses that I did with Mr. Bateman, and these will be kind of from like his perspective. I kind of bullet pointed his responses for this PowerPoint. So the first question: discuss your past experiences with special education as a teacher and administrator. So Mr. Bateman, as a young teacher, he consistently followed up with special education staff to ensure necessary accommodations were made. He learned through experience and networking that each student has unique needs and schools must strive for a free and equitable educational environment. As an administrator, his focus is on ensuring special education students feel safe and welcomed. He also ensures teachers provide necessary modifications and accommodations through observations and evidence. Number two, what special education programs are essential in public schools today? And then explain was the question. So Ms. Bateman stated inclusion with IEPs and designed instruction are vital. Speech therapy is essential. Assistive technology such as speech to text for reading is crucial. Occupational therapy is a necessary component for equitable practices as well. So question three, how do you ensure that teachers are in compliance with special education and 504 laws? He checks for evidence-based practices in the classroom. He provides opportunities for special education professional development. Frequent monitoring and scheduled reviews with the special education coordinator are conducted. Number four, how do you approach behaviors caused by disability and those requiring appropriate punishments? He emphasizes providing necessary support like therapy and psychologist evaluations or psychological evaluations. He ensures the behavior is connected to the IEP. If not, standard student handbook policies for punishment are followed. As an administrator, he tracks suspension days to facilitate manifestation determinations if needed. Number five, what attributes or characteristics are you looking for when you interview special education teachers? Mr. Bateman stated, patience is a key attribute, optimism is important, knowledge about new trends, laws, and policies, and staying up to date are crucial. Flexibility is highly valued. Being organized is necessary. The ability to bring different groups together is a desirable characteristic that he looks for. Number six, how do you handle special education advocates? So they are welcome as important stakeholders in the school. The goal is for special education students to have as much support as any other student group. Finally, question number seven, what challenges do administrators face in special education today? Mr. Bateman stated, determining if student behaviors are directly related to their IEP is a significant challenge. Having difficult conversations with parents and staff about students with IEPs is another key challenge. And the focus remains on what is best for the student and exploring all possible ways to support them. So the special education conference with Ms. Scruggs, we discussed the student's individualized education program, IEP, discussed the student's section 504 plan, discussed the difference between the two forms, and then we also discussed responsibilities that a teacher is expected to meet from her point of view and the requirements that a principal or an administrator is expected to meet from her point of view as well. So in the reflection, the interview with Principal Bateman was highly beneficial and an eye-opening regarding the mindset needed for handling special education needs. Mr. Bateman emphasized following policies and referring to handbooks for guidance on arising issues. Based on this experience, I plan to prioritize policies and handbooks as a future building leader. Attending the special education conference with Ms. Scruggs provided valuable insight into the role of special education specialists. I gained a deeper understanding of the thought process behind creating, implementing, and evaluating 504 plans and IEPs. More on for the reflection. The process of developing these plans is student-centered and collaborative among staff. As a future building leader, I will ensure adequate training for staff on implementing 504 plans and IEPs. Teachers need to be well prepared for the inclusion process while addressing diverse learning styles. Proper training and consistent observations are key to ensuring best practices in implementation. So here are my references, and thank you for your time.